All right, we continue on Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Scott. My next guest, James Caples, Benaddiction. Many of you know the Benaddiction food truck, but you have a store now.
Yeah, we have a restaurant too. It's been open for just over a year.
Bullard and Marks.
Yep, southwest corner where the Fresno County Credit Union is, Videos.
So you kind of parked the truck for a while and
yeah,
focusing on the restaurant.
Yeah, the truck still ran and still runs. I mean, this weekend we'll be at the home show out at the fairgrounds, but we're much more selective about what we do for events with the truck during the summer than we used to be. You know, when you have just the truck, you have to go out and sell. So you're out as often as you can, whether or not you're making money in the 112-degree heat. But this year, I'm actually a little bummed that we don't have it out more often, because now that we decided to kind of tuck it away for most of the summer, it's been a pretty moderate summer and might not have been so bad.
Yeah. So same menu at the restaurant as you had in the truck?
A much bigger menu at the restaurant. All the Eggs Benedict sandwiches that we've always done at the truck, we do as an open-faced plate or as the sandwich in the restaurant. Everything comes with sides in the restaurant, so we started doing onion rings and fries and hash browns and things like that. We expanded out our sandwich menu, expanded out our salad menu, some extra wraps, and then they're just breakfast items that we couldn't do on the truck. They don't work well for the system, so we started doing our pancakes in the restaurant. We have a few different options for French toast. Some of the fried items that we had when we first started the truck that we had to stop doing when our fryer died, we expanded that menu out too.
Yeah. So these all sound like breakfast items, but you serve them in other parts of the day also, right?
7 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the restaurant, and the truck is actually out in the evening more often than it would be during the day. So those items, it's our sandwich menu or our lunch menu in general is as big, if not a little bit bigger, than our breakfast menu.
Yeah. So do you see the truck getting back out there more?
Oh yeah. We'll probably have it back out on a pretty regular schedule, end of August, early September, and then through most of the through most of fall and winter. There's just we did 2 summers in a row in the truck. The truck's going on its 3rd year in November, and it's just difficult to get people to want to come out and stand in 100-degree weather in the sun to wait for hot food. When they could come to the restaurant and sit in the air conditioning and actually get to sit and things like that.
Sure. Yeah. Before we went on, we were talking about how successful Gazebo Gardens has become with every Thursday, Friday, Saturday now, they have hundreds of people up there, right up the street from our studios here in the Tower District. And your truck was one of the first out there.
Yeah, we started Gazebo Gardens. I mean, the original event was a Christmas tree lane walking night back in 2012, and then almost 2 years ago now, they got their beer license and they started running their beer garden. And when it first started out, there were 5 or 6 of us a night that would show up, mostly Friday nights, and then went to Saturday nights because Friday nights got real big, and then all these new trucks started popping up. It seems like every time I go out to an event, there's 2 new trucks that I've never even heard of. So, as that's grown, that event has just become pretty huge.
Yeah. Well, see, I think of you and Dusty Buns as like 2 of the original food trucks in Fresno.
Yeah, I don't like the term original food truck because there have been food trucks in Fresno since the 1970s, but they were
going around the construction sites.
Exactly, the route trucks. Yeah. They've been around for a long time. As far as the nicer trucks, the higher end or gourmet, whatever you want to call his trucks, Dusty Buns is definitely the first in town. Dustin and Kristen came into town. They bought their tiny little extremely old truck, and they fought in a way that nobody since can really appreciate. I mean, even those of us who came on shortly after that, some of the battles
that made my life a lot easier. Nowadays, trucks come on the road, and I'll talk to people, say, I want to buy a food truck. I was like, all right, what kind of food do you want to do? And they'll tell me what kind of food they want to do. And I was like, well, what do you plan on doing for business? And they say, oh, well, we'll go to Gazebo Gardens, we'll go to Bella Fruta, we'll go to... It's like, okay. You got to understand, every time one more truck comes into one of these places that we started umpteen years, however long ago, that's a little bit of that pie that's going somewhere else. And it started, it was myself, Dusty Buns. When I came on the road, there was Dusty Buns, Barbecue Truck, and I love Tony and Yun. And Summertime Pies, John and Shelley.
Still around.
They're still around. And most of the ones that when I came on, we're all still around. Maddie's Wood-Fired Pizza has gone from being just their little tent with a trailer to being a giant full food truck trailer. Casa de Tamales did the same thing when we first came out. They were going to, since then, they've gone themselves a trailer. All those ones are still here. And then there have been, since then, a couple have come and gone. Eat Street Bistro came and went. Morton's went. There was a crepe truck for a while that I hear is gone now. And, from what
It's
I
not
see,
an easy way to make a living, is
It's
it?
not. I think people see Dustin opening the restaurant. They see my restaurant. They see Casa de Tamales as a restaurant. And they're making a ton of money owning a food truck, so we're going out. And Casa de Tamales actually had the restaurant first, and then went out and bought a food truck.
Right.
Dusty Buns and I can't speak for Dustin and Kristen. I don't know what their situation was, but I bought the restaurant because we weren't having enough of an ability to sell food in Fresno based on our regulations and our laws and everything, and we wanted to have more of an ability to get our food out there to people. So by opening the restaurant, we have the ability to sell whatever we want to sell. When we first opened, we did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We decided that I was killing myself trying to do dinners, so we just do breakfast and lunch now.
Okay. You brought some goodies, I see.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you bring?
I don't travel on. Let's see. What do we got? Well, this is one of our more traditional, not more traditional, but more classic items. It's our, I don't know where I'm showing this, but it's our pulled pork eggs Benedict sandwich with our roasted and fried breakfast potatoes.
Ooh, with an egg on it.
Yeah, it's
Gotta have
pulled
the egg
pork,
on there.
pulled pork, bacon, fried egg, hollandaise sauce, barbecue sauce,
Wow.
and yeah. Let's see. Let's get the other.
He brought a little bit of everything, I think.
Oh,
That's why we like you coming, James.
I know. I know why I get invited to this. I don't like to pretend otherwise.
What's the top seller?
Well, our top seller overall is called the Tom Sawyer. It makes me sad. It's the most traditional eggs Benedict. It's ham, our fried egg, our hollandaise sauce 2.0. We make our hollandaise sauce with canola oil instead of clarified butter, so it's a lot healthier for you.
So why does it make
All
you
the
sad?
flavor. Because I have so many things on my menu that are different. The one that I showed the first was pulled pork, bacon, barbecue sauce. This one is the open-faced version of our Blaze of Glory, which is, I don't know where this is going.
Ooh, hash browns.
Hash browns with tomato, fresh mozzarella, basil, and then basil parsley pesto with hollandaise sauce.
Wow.
With the fried eggs. So everything is available. You can either get this as a sandwich or open face for all of the Benedicts.
So you just wish people would experiment more with your menu.
Exactly. I understand everybody loves Eggs Benedict, or a lot of people love Eggs Benedict, and I'm glad that you want to come to me for Eggs Benedict, but try something weird. I have all sorts of crazy things on my menu that aren't necessarily the first reaction you're going to have when you think of what an Eggs Benedict should be. And I prefer it when somebody goes out of their comfort zone a little bit, tries like the pulled pork or the crab cake or the salmon. And
Do I have to tell you how to do this, James? You put those things on sale. That's when people try
I
things, is
do
when they're on
that
sale.
too. But, so
Ooh, what is that?
these are our tangled up in blue pancakes. There are blueberry pancakes, fresh blueberries. Our pancake recipe is a very specific mix of flours and sugars, and definitely different than most pancakes you're going to get. I like to say it's the only pancake I've ever had that I can take cold out of a fridge and just bite into, and it's going to be almost as good as when it was hot.
Well, Robbie's paying attention down there.
And these are called Grand Illusions. They're sticks of sourdough bread that we dredge in French toast batter, toss in graham cracker crumbs, and deep fry.
That sound good?
Over here.
Billy's claiming that one.
I've got one more.
Oh my goodness, the pile's growing here.
One more.
One
This
more?
one is our best-selling lunch item. This is our fat bottom grilled cheese. It has five different types of cheese: Gruyere, Gouda, Jarlsberg, fresh mozzarella, Parmesan.
Oh.
And I've missed one somewhere, but you get the
That
picture.
one's coming over here.
This one has bacon and tomato inside, and we put some of the cheese on the outside as well as the inside, so it gives it a nice crust, gets a nice crunchiness to it.
Thank you, James.
And there's some of our thick cut bacon in there with tomato too.
Is there a little bit of love tossed in there too?
Always. People ask what makes our food so good. I like to say love and awesomeness.
Yeah. All right. Benediction at Bullard and Marks, the southwest corner. 7 days a week, or
7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
you're gonna
Yeah,
run
I
yourself
don't believe in
ragged.
time off. Seeing my kids is apparently overrated.
Highly overrated. Benediction. All right. Good food, and you heard about them right here on Central Valley Talk.